What's up guys, Daniel here. Got another Barber lesson for you. This one is called Gambler. It's in standard tuning and only uses 5 chords. Let's go ahead and get started. We're going to get started with the intro. Sounds like this. So a majority of this song is going to be palm muted, but I'm going to show you how to do the strumming pattern without the palm mute to start, and we'll add it later. The first chord we're going to use is an E minor. That's going to be 2nd fret A and D. The rest are open. The way we're going to strum this one is down, down, up, and then we're going to come back and mute the strings. To do that, you just have to slap your palm right back on top of the strings to stop them from ringing out. So it goes down, down, up, mute. Now from here, we're going to switch to a G chord. That's going to be 3rd fret low E, 2nd fret A, 3rd fret high E. The rest are going to be open. On this one, after we do the mute, we're going to strum up, up, down, 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 up. So a little bit slower. Now sometimes it can be tricky to start with an up strum, so treat that first mute that we did on that E minor as your first down strum. So mute, up, up, down, 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 up. So a little bit slower with that E minor. And now regular speed. Now from here, we're going to switch to a D chord. So we've got open D, 2nd fret G, 3rd fret B, 2nd fret high E. We're going to start this one off with a single down strum. And then what you're going to do is pluck the 2nd fret of the high E, hammer on to the 3rd fret with your pinky, and pull off in one motion. So, then you're going to pluck the 3rd fret of the B string, and then go back up to the 2nd fret of the high E. So it's going to be hammer on, pull off, B, E. So D is going to go. Now from here, we're going to switch to an A minor chord. That's going to be open A, 2nd fret D and G, 1st fret B. We're going to start this one off though, leaving the D and G string open, because we're going to hammer on that first down strum. So we're going to do that down strum with the hammer on, and then you're going to go up, down, up. Then you're going to take the 2nd fret off of the D string, come down and do a hammer on again, and then down, up. It sounds like a lot of steps, but it'll sound like this. So now from D to A minor, a little bit slower. Now regular speed, it'll sound like this. So now the whole progression all together a little bit slower. And now regular speed a couple times. Now I mentioned at the beginning of this that the whole intro and a lot of the rest of the song is going to be palm muted. So if you rest your palm on top of the strings while you're strumming, you'll get that percussive sound to go with it, and it'll sound like this. So again, just rest your palm on top of the strings, and really I'm only resting it on the brass strings. I'm leaving the higher ones open so you can get those hammer on and pull offs. But that's how you're going to play the intro. And now we can move on to the verse. Now Now the verse is actually played pretty close to the way we did the intro. We're still going to use the intro progression for every other line, but we're going to start out a little bit differently. It's going to sound like this. I'm a gambler. Come on, deal me a hand. I'll take your money and show you who I am. I'm an addict. Smoked everything under the sun. Just hold it in until your mind is numb. So again, pretty close to the intro. The first line, we're going to start out the same way with the E minor to the G. E minor goes down, down, up, mute, and then switch to G. Up, up, down, 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 up. Now when we get to D is where it switches. So we're going to play D to A minor with a little bit of a strange timing. It's going to go down, 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 up, down, 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 up. So the chord change happens at an odd time. So D, we're going to strum down twice, down, down, and then immediately switch to A minor, and you're going to strum down, up, down, take off the second fret of the D string, down with the hammer on, down, up. Again, pretty close to the intro. So I'll play it a little bit slower. And now regular speed. So now that first line all together, a little bit slower. Regular speed a couple times. So that's how you're going to play the first line, and again, every other line after that. The second line is played exactly like the intro. So again, you're just going to alternate between those two until we get right before the chorus. It changes slightly. The last line just before the chorus, he's going to skip the A minor entirely and just strum D all the way through. It's going to sound like this. There's red, white, and blue embedded in my veins. So that's going to be the only difference. You're going to play E minor and G the same way we did before. Get to D, what we're going to do is strum down, 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 up, and when we do that up strum, we're going to do a hammer-on pull-off like we did in the intro on that third fret of the high E string. So, and then you're going to strum up, down, 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 up. So all together D goes. Regular speed. So now that last line again, just before getting into the chorus. There's red, white, and blue embedded in my veins. So that's the only difference there. And now we can move on to the chorus. Now the chorus is going to be the easiest part to play for this song. It's going to sound like this. I'm just a man who's been through more than he can hardly stand. I know who I am. See, I live and die by this here brand. And I'll be damned if you think you can buy me off this land. No city man gonna take it lessons from my cold dead hands. So for the chorus, there's really only one main progression. It's gonna go C, G, D, and then E minor. And the strumming pattern is again a little bit tricky because we're going to switch chords right in the middle of a strumming pattern. So from C to G, it's going to go down, 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 up, up, down, 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 up. And then D to E minor, down, 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 up, down, 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 up. So again, we're switching right in the middle of the strumming pattern. So let's break that down a little bit. We're going to start with the C chord. We've got 3rd fret A, 2nd fret D, open G, 1st fret B. We're going to strum down, down. We're going to do one more quick down strum, but then immediately switch to a G chord. So again, it's going to go down one more time, switch to G, and then we're going to come up, up, down, 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 up. Kind of like we did the intro where we went from E minor to G, but without the mute in between. So a little bit slower. Now we're going to do the same thing from D to E minor. We're going to strum the D chord, down, 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 switch to E minor, up, up, down, 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 up. So I'll play it a couple times, a little bit slower. And now regular speed. Now at the end of the chorus, he is going to skip that last E minor chord, kind of like we did at the end of the verse. So it's just going to go C, G, and then we're going to stick on D. Down, 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 up, down, 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 up. So we're just not going to switch to the E minor. So a little bit slower on that last line. Regular speed. And that's the only difference for that chorus. Now the last part I want to show you is the outro, and it's just the intro, but we're going to change the ending a little bit. It's going to sound like this. So for that last line, we're going to play the same thing we did in the intro, but we're going to switch it up when we get to that A minor. When we get to that A minor, we're going to start off the same way we did before by doing that hammer on the first down strum. And then up, down, up. But from here, what you're going to do is pluck the 2nd fret of the D string, slide up to the 5th fret, and then back down to the 2nd fret, and then do a pull off to an open D string. And then from here, what you're going to do is just strum all the strings open and hammer onto the 2nd fret of the A and D strings to hit an E minor. So again, from that A minor, so the last line all together. And that's how you're going to end the song. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed that lesson. If you want to check out the tabs, they're available on my website for free. Link is going to be in the description down below. Got a ton of other Sam Barber songs on there as well if you want to check those out. Go ahead and leave a request for a song you would like to learn in the comments and I'll add it to my list. And before I go, I just want to thank my 3 newest channel members. Thank you so much Samuel, Jackie Boy, and Phantom 2.2 for joining. I sincerely appreciate your support. I hope you enjoyed these early access videos. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.